Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo. So keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show. All right, so if you listened to yesterday's show, you'll know that I said, hey, if I come back, I figured it out. If I don't, I didn't. That's true. However, it's now a new day. It's Wednesday, August 27th, 8:32 a.m. I've been cranking on this for 3 hours now. And I figured it out. I truthfully got it. I figured it out. I got it. So I don't want to jump the gun, but one of the things that I needed to do, 100% it works. I've tested it. I've mapped it out. It works, period. Fucking great, period. Works great. And it does it with numbers. So the whole goal was when people are doing renewals or finances or sending DMs, when they log those actions, it goes into a big database. I want to be able to count the totals of those numbers and then send out a daily report. That's all I want to be able to do. And for numbers, that works perfectly. So I don't know. I'll have to keep on going with working on so for example, if they're, a pack, so there's a drop down list and there's multiple options that aren't numbers. So I need to work on if something is one result, it needs to display this number, and if something is another result, But as far as numbers go, oh, dude, we figured it the fuck out. What's interesting is a lot of this was AI for sure. It helped me out, but when it was giving me some horse shit, I was just like, okay, hold on, and so I'm not going to take credit for this. It was 80% AI, but that 20% was the most important, and I figured out that 20%. So I feel on top of the world right now. I just realized my mic is not even plugged in. That's awesome. Cool. So I have my mic in front of my mouth the whole time. It's not even plugged in. But yeah, I figured it out. And I think this is... So I don't know if you guys remember when I was saying how if I have 5 databases and it's running this every single night, that's 5 credits or whatever. Or it was like 20 credits a night. Well, they just redid how credits are used or whatever for each automation. And I think it's for each little step and how many things it does. That's how many credits it uses. So this is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is just for 3 properties to then be summed up and put into another database. That's 10. That's just 3 properties. So if I have 20 properties, then we'll call it 70. And if I do that between 10 different databases, it's 700 a day. So let's get the calculator out real quick. Where's the goddamn some bitchin' thing? I guess I don't have a calculator on there it is. A calculator on an iPad is ridiculous. So big. So she said. So 700 times 31 be 21,700 actions per month for one person. So if I have 10 clients, that's going to be 217,000. So when you look at, let's save the scenario before dude, that's so exciting. I know how to do it now. And it's in Make. It's not in Zapier. So I guess that's cool. But if I were to go, yeah, I'm just looking at if I were to pay for the pro per month. So if I need $217,000 a month for 10 people, hopefully I'll have more than that, but I'll have to pay for the 300,000 credit one. That's going to be $315 a month, which I don't think that's a big deal if I have 10 clients paying me $500 a month recurring. So that's not bad. And I fucking love the fact that I figured this out by myself, because it's just one more thing that I know how to do now. And it's one less thing that I have to outsource if I don't want to, because so it's so funny. It took me, I don't know, probably 20 hours to learn how to do this. But now that I learned how to do it, I could easily remake what I just made in maybe 10 minutes. So I guess that's just the price you pay. There's the ignorance tax I had to pay. So yeah, I'm absolutely ecstatic. So last night I reached out to people on Fiverr, 3 people. I was talking to some people to do it with Zapier. A lot of people said, oh yeah, this is very complex. What you'll have to do is blah, 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 and get the webhook and get the API and yada, yada. And I'm like, I just don't think you do, dude. I just don't think you do. And they probably are telling me that just so that they can be like, oh yeah, it's going to be hard, man. You can't do it. I'll do it. I'll take care of it. You know, that's just me being skeptical. And then I posted in the goddamn make.com forums, dude, the community on there. And I was like, hey guys, I just want to sum up some properties and put it into one row. That's all I want to do. What's so funny about this is that Google Sheets can do this no problem. I can think of a formula in my head that can do this no problem. Like, no problem. And it's just funny because I'm just choosing to do it in Notion, and it's a whole different thing now. It's a whole different system. Like in Google Sheets, everything I'm trying to build would have been built 25 years ago. It would just look ugly, be clunky, and it would be very, very slow. And anybody could copy paste that, no problem. And that, you know. So, whatever. Dude, I fucking figured it out. I figured it out, dude. AI was telling me one thing. I said, I just don't think so, dude. And then the people on Fiverr were telling me one thing, and I'm like, I just don't think so, dude. And hell yeah, I finally got it figured out. Dude, what a good ass feeling. Like, never mind anything else. I figured it out. That feels fucking incredible. So now the new challenge is, all right. Now the new challenge is to map it out with different things that aren't numbers. So I don't know how to do that. But I'm very hungry to figure this out. So I'm actually going to pause this. I'll be back later. I actually have a Zoom call with Britzy and maybe the squad. I don't know. But yeah, so we're going to go over the projects the things I'm working on, and then go from there and see what we can do and with getting the 10K mastermind thing built, because all I have to do is copy paste, change the MDM to 10K, and then I'll be working on the CLA. So that'll be a beast. But anyway, yeah, I'll be back. You'll probably hear the Zoom call next. If not, because I'll be back with this. I think the Zoom call is, all right, don't load then. It's all good. The Zoom call is at 10 a.m. So we're almost there. All right, well, anyway, I figured it out. I fucking figured it out, dude. Okay, I'll be back. Peace.
Hey, a little warning. Turn down your volume right now. Right now. I'm not even, this is after the fact. Turn your volume down just for a sec. Trust me, you've been warned.
Woo! Dude, I figured it out. I figured it the fuck out, dude. I'm stoked. Holy fuck. Holy shit, dude. I'm so excited that I figured this out. That changes the game. That changes the fucking game, dude. I'm so pumped about this. It's another layer of security, somebody takes the shit, they're not going to get the full product, and that I'm cool with that. If they take it, they can still get a good product, but they're not going to get the best with all the automations and stuff. This is a good thing to know, period, because it's automations and it makes life easier all around. And this honestly gets me very curious about what I could do with my own shit, my own life, like especially with the podcast. Dude, I wonder if I can. Oh no, does Make integrate with? I don't think it integrates with voice memos. Probably integrates with. Well, let's see. Does Make integrate with voice memos app? Absolutely not. Yes, the iPhone's built-in voice memos app can integrate with Make.com by using intermediate cloud service like Google Drive or Dropbox to share the recordings. You can then set up Make scenario to monitor the cloud service for new recordings. Okay, so what I'd probably do is put the transcription. I don't know. But picture this, all right? Rather than doing everything I do now, which is, I actually wouldn't save that much time. It would be a little bit, but I'd still have to copy paste or, I don't know. But the other things I could do, like when I don't know, just the possibilities are endless. But I will say that maybe the shitty thing about this is that these automations are going to be monstrous, huge, and they're going to take up a lot of credits, and that's fine. I'll pay for it. It's fine, but I just need it to work. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. Some parts of this, I don't know how they work, but they do work. And matter of fact, let's see. I bet I could figure out why that they don't work right now. So let's go in here, click save. I just changed the name by one letter to something that I think doesn't matter. So let's see if it changes anything. Okay, it did. So I understand how it maps out now. So we're good. So I just have to use a lot of filters. I have to use a lot of. Here's the pain in the ass though. If I want to add more columns and properties and all that shit in the future, oh fuck, that's gonna just be a pain in the ass. So I really have to think thoroughly about this and future-proof it, because I think, just what a nightmare it would be. Because, for example, something that's simple is like the package. So paid in full, month-to-month, split, free. I just need to think that through. So I need to think thoroughly through that. Thoroughly through that? Is that how you say that? Whatever. Because if somebody has a package and it's neither one of those for, I feel like neither is for two things, not multiple. Whatever. Dude, I analyze the fuck out of everything I say, huh? So we have paid in full, split, month to month, free. I am entertaining the idea that I need to have one more, and that's just for monthly, which is different than month to month, or call it whatever. But monthly would be no end date in mind, because that seems to be the problem. So Mina has clients that join and there is no end date. They're just monthly. And I've built everything off of having an end date and then calculations being based off of that end date. But if somebody is in the program and you don't know when they're going to end, then that wouldn't apply to them. So therefore, that whole formula and calculation is flawed. So I should add that in and revamp things just to future-proof it. Because the more time that I spend future-proofing right now, the better off I'll be, just period. Because I can already foresee a lot of things happening in the future that would just be giant pains in the ass. So part of the idea, I think, with the subscription model is that they would get updates to everything and they get the help and everything that they need. But when I do pump out an update and I do find something that I can improve and make better, I can't just push it out and they get the update and everything's good to go, I have to manually go into that one single person's Notion database and rebuild it or calculate or change or whatever. And oof, if I have 10 clients and they all want this big major update and it takes me 10 hours to do, 10, if I said 10 clients, I don't even remember what I said 3 seconds ago. If I have 10 clients, it takes me 10 hours. It's 100 hours. I can't do that. So I have to hire help. But I would, and I'd have to train the people how to do it and then do it correctly so that they don't fuck up the shit. Because if they fuck it up and they don't know how they fucked it up and I have to go in there and try to fix it, then oof. So I think what I will do is actually build a system that somehow copies all their data, puts it into a temporary log, and then in that temporary log, I have a button that I then press that reconnects everything to the new stuff so I can just copy paste. I think that might be the way to go. I could probably even make some automations for that. This shit gets so complex so fast. I wouldn't even say that I'm overthinking. I'm just really trying to think of how to, just future-proof it. Like I feel like this is one of the few times in my life where overthinking and overanalyzation is actually a good thing. Because if I make a product and it's good, but then someone's like, hey, well, what about this? It's like, oh, fuck, didn't think about that. Let me just redesign the whole thing. I just want to deliver a good ass product. And I hate feeling like I'm on a time crunch. I'm not. It's all in my head. I think my concern is that I think it just isn't even valid, to be honest. But the concern is that, after my money with my job runs out, which is, to live the life that I live now, I haven't needed it. I haven't needed it once, which is cool. But you could say that everything that I've been getting has just been going to paying off debt. Like I got paid today from Base. It's my full-time job if somebody's brand new. Well, full-time job that I haven't worked in 3 months, 2 months. Holy shit, it's been 4 months. Insane. Time flies, huh? But, what the hell is this? Oh, okay. That runs out in about 6 weeks. So I'm not going to be able to have the free money to pay off debt because that's what I've been doing. Got paid today. Got my train of thought back. I got paid today. So I'm probably going to pay off more and see where we're at. I wonder if I have gotten paid yet. I got the text. Let's see. Is it in my account? I think it is. Let's triple check. Yes, it did. I'm curious. Let's do this live. Can I pay off any more debt? Let's see. So currently should have. So this is concerning. I have a lot more money than I have budgeted to have. Why is that? Well, whatever. We'll just keep it the way it is and we'll have the extra. I can pay off Yeah, I can pay off my loan entirely today if I wanted to. There's no sense in doing that though, because like there's no need to, like I'm going to be able to pay it off anyway, but there's no need to live the next, 2 weeks tight as shit while I wait for the next one to come in when I'm going to be able to pay it off anyway. Like I'm going to be able to pay it off before I run out of these funds either way. I totally forgot I even budgeted more money to pay stuff off. That's crazy. Totally fucking forgot, dude. This has greatly benefited me to budget so far ahead of time that I forget that I budgeted these amounts. That way, when I come across the numbers, I start making decisions based off of things that might not even happen in a good way. So, for example, the middle of September, I've got $2,900 that I guess I scheduled to be withdrawn to pay off debt or whatever. Totally forgot about that. Which the reason why that's good is because I forgot. So therefore I'm like, oh, I'm not going to have money for this, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, I will, because I'm paying off this much money for whatever thing. And this is me being petty, but that ticket, so I got a ticket did I tell the story? I got a ticket when I was driving home with Lexi from California back home to Utah. Got a ticket in Nevada. So fun fact, I got a ticket in Nevada with a Arizona license going home to Utah with Utah plates coming from California. So I think I said a lot of shit. I got pulled over in Nevada with an Arizona license with Utah plates going to Utah. I think that's interesting. So I got a ticket for that, for speeding. It's fine. And usually I just pay that shit as soon as I can. But I got an email and it says the last day to pay the ticket is, I think it's like October 13th. So I'm paying it on October 13th. Now I know that it's the fucking city and they've got, whatever money they need. I get it. But if it's not due till the 13th, motherfuckers, you're not getting it till the 13th. And eat shit. Anyway, didn't even have a Tesla then. That's crazy. Speaking of which, fucking so much fun driving that thing. Any chance I get to drive it, hell yeah. Speaking of which, extra, again, I can't remember if I talked about this, but there's been some clicking going on with what I think was my front drive axle. And the only reason why I know that is because I Googled it. I don't know shit about cars. And everything that I was reading, I was like, oh, yep, that's how it triggers. That's how, yep. So I went and got it fixed, and it was fixed. And then I started driving it, and I started hearing the clicking again. Now it's even worse. And I set up another appointment, which is tomorrow. I sent that appointment up like 3 weeks ago. Fucking Tesla, dude. And so now that I've got that appointment set, I am hoping that they go in there and fix the problem that they were supposed to fix and that the appointment is free. If it's not, then that blows ass. But anyway, so when I drive the car hard, I honestly do drive it hard as hell because I don't know. It's such a milestone for me and such an accomplishment for me and such an enjoyment for me that I want to take advantage of it. And if that means that I have higher costs and repairs, I got to fix it more, or things break, I think I've just come to terms with that because the enjoyment, the joy that I get from just driving that thing and arguably driving it hard, it is so fucking cool. My heart is always pounding. I've always got adrenaline going. It is so much fun. It makes going anywhere a fucking blast. And so, I kind of just associate that, like it costs money to do that. If I drive it hard, more things are going to wear out, tires are going to go, brakes this. I was going to say oil that, but sorry, I don't have oil. If that's just the price I have to pay, then I think I'm cool with that because it's so much fun. It is so much fun. Anyway, when I do drive it hard and I accelerate, like almost pedal to the metal, I do feel it shudder quite a bit. And so I also Googled that. I'm like, hey, I know that it's not normal, but in order to get the response I need from Google, I have to ask, is it normal for my Tesla Model S 2019 to shake when I accelerate very quickly? And then it says, no, it's not normal. And I'm like, yeah, of course it's not. But it says that it is usually from the half shafts, and that is what gives you acceleration shudder. And I'm like, oh, that's exactly what they tried to fix the first time, so this all makes sense. It's 100% the half shafts. And I don't know shit about this stuff, but if that's what they tried to fix the first time, and now it's back, then I think that they should just give me new drive axles. Or I mean, not drive axles, half shafts. Because what the guy, I'm talking way too much about this, but what the guy said is that you just take the hubcaps off or whatever, take the tire off, or push the half shafts back. I don't know. And then it's good to go. So I don't think I got new. I don't know. But I also still have the drive axles under warranty. So if that ever needs to be the case, then I can get those replaced. And if I can just get them replaced and get them brand new, I may as well take advantage of it. So anyway. Fuck this chair, bro. What are you doing? Anyway, so yeah, lots going on with the Tesla. I gotta get it serviced tomorrow. I think I'm just so fucking pumped that I figured this out. It feels so good. And honestly, it just feels good because I didn't quit. Like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go get this serviced. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to hire it out. Whatever. Somebody smarter than me can do this. But I figured it out. And so, yes, I could have saved these 20 hours with, I don't know, $200, $300, what did I say? 20 hours of trying to do this. I don't know. I could have spent, if I value my time right now at $30 an hour, this cost me $600 to learn. I could have hired this out for $200 and then figured it out immediately. So, oh, you know what? I remembered this. So I took screenshots of so I can't remember what episode it was. But I took I was talking about the quotes that I got from the Money Models launch with Alex Hormozi, and I said that we pay for lessons with money or time, and we pay with the currency we value the least. I have those saved, and I'm gonna go grab them. So where did I put them? I'm gonna read them because I think they're so powerful. Where the fuck did I put them? Reasons. It's so funny because I have nothing on the 16th. Oh, there they are. Is it right here? Okay, so the first one is you can pay with time or money, but only one of them you get back. So the question is that still how you want to pay? Some of these are out of context. Oh, I'm reading these backwards. What a dummy. So it says, and that's when I realized just how steep the price of ignorance is. It's a tax we all pay in time or money, and we pay with what we value least. So, and then he's talking about something, so his mentor or whatever talking to him. So he says to me, I'm not here to convince you to spend money you don't have. My goal is to help you save time you haven't spent. You're going to have to figure this out to get where you want to go. So you're going to buy the lessons either way. And everything you're telling me is that your business isn't growing fast enough. So you're already paying for this with time. So the question is that how you still want to pay? Because you can pay with time or money, but you only get one of them back. That is just legendary framing of paying for speed. That's just so crazy, dude. That's just, wow. I fuck with stuff like this. Whatever this is, call it philosophy, call it logic, call it whatever. Like, it's pure fact. Like, it's just pure fact. I think that's why I jive with Alex Hormozi a lot, is because he speaks a lot in logic and in fact, and it's never like, I feel this way about this thing. It's just like, well, we define this by this. If that's how we define it, then this is what this means. If this is what this means, here's the frame, here's reality, here's logic. And you can't even argue with it because it's like, we defined what this meant. And if that's what that means, then here's this. So I think that's why I really enjoy his content. It's just just based off of just pure logic, and you just can't argue it. Like, you can argue the definitions, but you can't argue the logic. It's like if we say 2 equals 1 plus 1, then that means 2 plus 2 equals 4. It's like if somebody says, no, you can't because actually equals 5, but it's like, well, no, because we said 2 is 1 and 1. If they start arguing that 2 is 1 and 3 or something, it's like, well, no, it's not. And then you argue about that. But anyway, I just, whatever. So I just remembered I took screenshots of those, so I wanted to share and save. But anyway, I'm just pumped about this whole thing. And I can't even remember if I talked about it at all. I really have no recollection. But I was on a Zoom call with Britty and Marco and them, just barely. And then after the call ended, I was present during the call, but I was thinking about how I could do this. Thought about a solution. After the call ended, I was like, hey, cool, thanks, bye-bye. Came on to make.com and made this, and then it works. So yeah, in between this and the last thing, I had a Zoom call with Britzy and them. And honestly, they shared a lot of info about what they want to build and design and what things would be where. And I just want to be, I guess, respectful and not post that. I just want to be careful. But all we talked about was like how to make the next thing, what we need to do for this thing, for the $1 million tracker and then the 10K tracker. And then we talked about what needs to happen for the next one. And we did talk a lot of specifics on what needs to happen and things like that. And so I'm going to keep that one private. Also, truthfully speaking, to be 100% transparent, don't want to try to transcribe it and upload it and stitch it together. I don't want to do all that. But also, I just think it's the right thing to do. So yeah, let's just run this automation one more time just to watch it work. Unreal, it works. What if I change all these to split? Will it say 4? Oh, will it say 4? Let's see, run. Huh, it says 4. Huh, he figured it out. What an incredible feeling. So yeah, I guess I spent $600 to learn this if I value my time at $30 an hour. If I value my time at $100 an hour, I spent $1,000 to learn how to do this. Maybe it's good though, because I understand how this works, and that's good for multiple reasons. But yeah, whatever. So I got to go message those people on Fiverr back and be like, hey, actually, don't need you. I'm smart as fuck. I figured it out. So bye-bye. But anyway, I think that's going to be the show for the day, unless something else happens. I'm just on cloud nine right now. This is so sick. I can't believe I did this. So, all right, that's it for the show. Yep. Bye-bye.